Nhexus, level 6 upgrade. For the last upgrade, I put bearings in the axle carriers. Now it's time to put them in the steering blocks. I'm going to start off by removing the tire. Now that the nut's off, I can pull the tire off. And then you'll see there's a small little bar that I need to take out. Put that in a safe place. Push the pin in and then push it back from the other side. And I should be able to pull off the washer. Push the pin through. And now I can reach the steering block. I'm going to start off by removing this 3mm nut. So now that that nut is off, I can pull off the turnbuckle. Now I'm going to remove this 3mm nut and this screw. With that nut and screw removed, I'm going to remove the caster block from the A-arm by undoing this pin. With that pin unscrewed, I can pull it out, and this is what I'm going to be working with. For the last upgrade I did for Nhexus, I had to switch out the axle carrier because the space for the bushing is small. It's too small for the bearing to fit in there, at least the one I want to put in. Here would be the steering block for the two-wheel drive Slash, Stampede, and Rustler XL5. And you can see that, well, the space is much bigger. A bearing can easily fit in there. So what I'm going to do is replace this steering block for this one. So it really doesn't matter which side I do this on, but I'm going to get some fine tip tweezers and pry the E-clip off the pin. After that's removed, push it through a little bit, and then I'm going to use some needle nose and pull it out through the other side. And now all I have to do is remove that screw and put it on the other steering block. Now that the screw is on the new steering block, I can attach it to the caster block. Now instead of using this pin with two E-clips, I'm going to use this pin. This is the kind of pin that they use on the VXL. Now it is a hex, but that's alright. I have a screwdriver for that. So instead of dealing with little E-clips, all I have to do is slide the pin in, screw it all the rest of the way in. Now I could put in the nice new bearings. One goes on each side. And this is now ready to be attached back to the A-arm. So all I have to do is line up the holes and slide the pin back down and screw it the rest of the way. Next, I'm going to put the turnbuckle back on and reattach the 3mm nut. Now I'm going to reattach the screw that holds the camber link to the top of the caster block. Now I'm going to reattach the 3mm nut. Next, I'm going to put the wheel pin back in by sliding it through the back. Put on a washer. Slide that little bar back in. And now I can reattach the wheel. Of course, there's a groove in the back of it, so I just have to line them up and make sure that it goes all the way down. And at last, all I have to do is reattach the 4mm wheel nut. This is how it was with the bushings. And this is how it is with the bearings. And that was the level 6 upgrade for Nhexus.